Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat and welcome to another edition of Kapehan sa Davao held here at the second floor of SMCT Davao, second floor SMCT Annex. And this Monday's Kapehan sa Davao is streamed live over the Facebook page of PIA Davao region, and we are also streamed live sa Kadangpan Central. Thank you so much, Carlo. Na-meet niya si Julio Montes kahapon. Naka-picture. So, our guest for today, we have three sets of Sir McCoy Samante, spokesperson. Habol ang ata siya. He will be talking about Dugong Bughaw. Last week, he was talking about parang bloodletting drive ng Ateneo de Davao University, no? Si Sir McCoy is from the Ateneo University Community Engagement and Advocacy. Then we have our friends from Rotary Club of Downtown Davao. They will be talking about their upcoming event, the Rotary Christmas Fiesta. We are joined by history to Rotary, no? Ma'am Patney Rubivar, the Public Image Chair, Rotary Club of Downtown Davao. She's joined by Anthony John Modikello, President Rotary Club of Downtown Davao. And of course, we are joined by friends from Passion Holiday 2024. Mr. Pao Garcia, the organizer of Passion Holiday, and Pao is joined by ito yung mga beneficiary, no? The project beneficiary. We have Maripil Foundation, we have Hazel Cordova and Kimberly Bardinas. They will be talking about Maripil Foundation and how this event will benefit the cause, advocacy. We start the press con with opening statement. Ma'am Patney.
Ako talaga buwan naman. Mas maganda pa tayo sa umaga. Yes, andito kami ngayon ng Rotary Club of Downtown Davao. And once again, it's our third year na ang Rotary Christmas Fiesta. And this year, our beneficiaries are learners with disabilities ng Department of Education. So, last year, ang beneficiaries namin sila din, pero District 1. Ngayon naman, mga learners ng District 2. So, it's a partnership with DepEd, no? Kasi yung mga bata, pag magpapasko fiesta sa Davao, hindi naman sila nakakasali yung ating mga learners with disabilities, nakako-compete dun sa mga regular Pasko fiesta na contest. So, ang Rotary Club of Downtown Davao, ginawa itong Rotary Christmas Fiesta for them, no? And our theme is Children are the Magic of Christmas. So we hope that for you to join us on December 11th. That's Wednesday, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. dyan sa SM Annex Activity Center. And to tell us more about it, kasi meron siyang special guest, ito si aming President AJ.
Thank you so much, Pat. Good morning, everyone. By the way, I'm Anthony John Modikello, as the president of the Rotary Club of Downtown Davao. And we are here once again to promote and invite everyone to our upcoming Rotary Christmas Fiesta 2024 that will be on December 11, Wednesday, 2 p.m., of course, here at SMCT Event Center. And we are happy to inform you that we also have our performers during that day, no? We have invited the Davao Girls Choir, and also performers from the Rotary Interact Club of Davao City National High School, together with our very special guest, the local artist, which is Aaron Villaflor, who will be performing with the children. No? We have 100 learners with disabilities during that day that we will highlight their talents, no, in painting, in singing, dancing, also as well. Of course, that would be a great time, of course, for the Rotary Club of Downtown Davao to host the event, highlighting and sharing the true essence of Christmas, which is, of course, giving love and joy to our underprivileged children. So we hope to see you there, no, on Wednesday, and we really wish that we will have a successful event during that day. Again, thanks, salamat.
From Passion Holiday, Pao.
Hello, my test. Mabuhay o madayaw. Good morning po sa lahat. And by the way, I'm Pao Garcia, the president of Icon Alisa Artist Management. So we will be mailing another fashion show for a cause this coming December 16, 2024 in collaboration with Project Marshall Foundation. So they are here beside me to explain furthermore what are the causes or what are the things we need to support for them. But I chose them because every shows na ginagawa ko po, we're doing something to connect with the society, that there will be love, and especially Christmas is fast approaching, and it's a Christmas season as a matter of giving. So we will be having a fashion show. It talks about holidays. So all the collections of the designers coming from Manila will be interconnected with the types of holidays in our calendars. So especially Christmas. So hindi natin alam yung mga ibang damit nila related to like para silang regalo, but this is something wearable and something fun and exciting to watch. So we'll be having like 46 models, including with the kids and from 6 years old to 40 years old who enrolled the management. So ito po yung intention namin is to have gift giving and feeding program after the show. So we are knocking on your doors to support us and to help us to make a difference with the cause. Thank you.
Ma'am Hazel and Ma'am Kimberly.
So, good morning everyone po. I'm Hazel Cordova, a social worker from Project Marshall Foundation. So, our foundation is already a long-standing foundation founded way back 2003, but yung connection namin is within Panabo City pa lang. So we are working right now in building connections, and we are very glad that Sir Pao contacted us and in choosing us as their beneficiaries sa kanilang show for a cause. So in our foundation, so we have different clientele around Davao region, and they have various needs. So yung tulong na mabibigay ng Icon Elite ng show ni Sir Pao is very big help sa amin. And even though ang foundation is funded by a foreign is malaki pa rin yung tulong na mabibigay ng show nila Sir Pao sa amin. So to introduce more about sa foundation.
So, good morning. I am Kimberly Bardinas, one of the social worker of Project Marshall Foundation. So, the foundation has two programs and services, which are the scholarship program and the residential program. So, one of the beneficiaries of ICONS is mainly the residential program. We cater 49 children aged 3 to 18 years old. And for our scholarship program, we catered 135 scholars. So these scholars are residents of Carmen to Panabo. We have daycare to college. So, and we have also scholars who are living in the residential facility of Project Marifield. So we are glad that we are one of the beneficiary of ICONS, and it is a big help for the children who are living in our residential.
Okay, ano po yung meaning ng Marifield?
So ang Marifield po is a name derived from our founder. So our main founder po is from Germany, a German. His name is Martin Reister. So Mari is from his name, Martin and Reister, and Phil is from the Philippines. So the Project Marshall Foundation in Panabo is the Philippine counterpart of the Marifield in Germany.
So, children like the...
Yes po. So, we have a facility childcare facility. We provide temporary shelter to children who are neglected and dependent. So, these children are either don't have parents or their parents abandoned them. Yung mga relatives nila is hindi tumatanggap sa kanila or hindi sila kayang pabantayan, bagyan ng oras, pagkain, ganun po.
Panabo ang mga children?
Yes po, nasa Panabo lang po yun.
Yung bata, galing sila Panabo or from different
Whole Davao region po yung kinikater namin. So we have clients from Davao del Sur, Davao Oriental, Davao de Oro, and Davao del Norte po.
The Maripil in Germany, they also cater to children.
No po. So, ang Marifil sa Germany, sila po yung nagpa-fundraise for the Marifil in Panabo po. Pero yung fund po na binibigay nila is intended lang po talaga sa mga basic needs ng mga bata. So, yung mga other needs ng mga bata is, yun po yung workout namin po na maghahanap ng mga local donors po dito sa Davao po.
Okay, we go to Rotary Club. But may yung
Learners with disability.
ano ito sila PWDs na...
Kasi iba-iba, no? Kasi parang mainstream na sa DepEd ngayon na integrated na sila sa regular class. Yung mga dati ang tawag sa kanila children with special needs, no? SPED. Ito yung SPED. Pero learning with disability, yan na yung term, mas correct na term. Mas inclusive na term. Learning with disability. So, may mga autism, blind, deaf, mute, may mga hearing impaired, may physical disability also. So, iba-ibang klaseng learning disabilities. No? So, like intellectual disability, mga ganyan, no? So, all of these children naka-enroll sa DepEd. So, ito yung mga nasa public school. Kasi yung mga ibang na mga learners with disabilities nasa private school, yung maka-afford, ito talaga yung mga belonging to the poor, marginalized
regular
sectors.
school or SPED?
Regular school, parang integrated. Merong SPED school na DepEd, pero meron ding mga elementary schools, integrated sila doon. No? So parang ang pagkakaintindi ko, regular class, and then may 2 or 3 na learners with disability na naka-integrate doon sa regular class sa DepEd.
How this project, ano yung mga interventions na maitulong na Rotary Club with this project?
Well, itong Rotary Christmas Fiesta is actually to just highlight awareness na we have children with disability na enrolled in our public schools. No? Kasi iniisip natin parang nasa special schools sila. So ngayon, they're integrated into the regular schools, the public schools in DepEd. Then they need help. Kasi ang isa sa mga problema ng mga learners with disabilities natin sa DepEd, kailangan kasi ma-diagnose sila nung ano talaga yung learning disability nila or disability nila para mabigyan ng appropriate intervention. The problem is, parang mga 2 or 3 medical professionals lang ang pwede mag-diagnose within the Davao City, and the line to para magka-appointment sa kanila ay mahaba, no? And syempre expensive also. So these are the things. Una yan na problema nila. Pangalawa, yung accessibility, no? Like for example, lalo na yung may disability, and that's why Rotary Club of Downtown Davao also donates wheelchairs to provide accessibility. And also mga school supplies, mga maliliit na bagay. But sa tingin ko, kailangan talaga ng whole community sustain. Sabi nga nila, it takes a village to raise a child. So, having this Rotary Christmas Fiesta, aside from spreading joy and cheer to children, we're also raising awareness that we as a community here in Davao need to support our learners with disabilities sa Department of Education dito sa Davao City. Yeah.
Sir AJ, mamaan ka po sa inyong advocacy, no, sa this. At ilan po yung statistics sa learners with disabilities sa school system natin?
Last year, parang sinabi na they have around mga, hindi kasi parang number nila is mga nasa 3,000, mga ganon, sa 3 districts.
City lang siya?
City, Davao City lang, Davao City Division. Pero ang iba kasi, hindi pa na-diagnose talaga, no? So, baka meron, kaya lang, yun nga, walang diagnosis. So, isa yan sa mga hinahanapan namin ng support for the children na nasa public schools, talagang ma-diagnose sila properly so that proper din yung intervention na mabigay.
Okay, about the advocacy of the Rotary Club of Downtown Davao, this year kasi our presidential theme is the magic of Rotary. And my signature as the president of the Rotary Club of Downtown Davao, my signature banner now is about education. And we wanted to focus that this area of focus in Rotary's mission, of course, in providing services to help others, especially those kids, underprivileged kids in the education side. So this year, we have conducted a series of projects like we went to Tanglad Elementary School, providing them with a library and multimedia learning centers. We also conducted some donation of toilet and washing hand facilities in Buhisan Elementary School in Taclo, Tibungco. And this year also, this December, this is one of the signature projects of our Rotary Club of Downtown, focusing also with the education and with these children, the learners with disabilities.
I-add ko lang, bakit DepEd ang focus? Because the current superintendent of DepEd Davao City, Dr. Ray Solitario, is an honorary member of the Rotary Club of Downtown Davao. So lahat, buhos ng aming mga projects today is in partnership with DepEd Davao City and DepEd Davao Region.
And to add more, we have invited local artist Aaron Villaflor that day. We will be inducting him also as an honorary member for the Rotary Club of Downtown Davao, because he's been supporting us since the start of this campaign. So he was really willing to be part of the Rotary Club of Downtown Davao as honorary member that day.
Okay, we go to Pau. You've been conducting regular na mga fashion shows, mga fashion events. Ano different itong fashion holiday, like fashion forward ba yung natin to fashion revolution? So how different it is, and ano yung ma-expect ng mga audience?
Okay, thank you so much. One thing that you will be expecting for this fashion show or the difference is we have Manila designers. I'm bridging now to national level to extend the market of the management and the support that we are doing. So, through the influence of these designers also, makikilala din nila what Davao could offer in organizing shows like this. Then, medyo mas bongga yung mga damit talaga ngayon, sir, kasi talagang pinag-aralan yung bawat categories or sequence ng show. Kasi nga, we will be having 5 holidays in different designs. So, this is a unique and fun one. And of course, ang hindi nawawala ang pagtulong. But different approach and different dealings na naman with different organizations. But the intention is still intact. And mas maraming models ngayon compared before. And we're having pika-pika for everybody, pa rin the same thing, mga free coffee, free cocktails for everybody, sa ating mga guests from the media, from our VIPs to all our sponsors. Then we'll have raffle draws kasi nga it's Christmas. So maraming pa freebies ngayon si management, and we'll be ending the show with a Christmas feel and vibe kasi may Christmas theme din tayo on the show.
You have ilang models?
Yes, some of my models are here. So, it says we are trained 3 months before the show. May kids tayo. Some are aspiring models and teens. Age bracket ng mga teens natin is 13 to 19. Then sa kids is 6 to 12. Then we are opening for up to 40 years old kasi marami pong mga late nila na-discover that they wanted to be a model or to do what they love, especially in the artistry department of their lives.
Yung last time, meron ka mga special needs o children with special needs na models?
Yes, meron akong nag-enroll na special kid kasi I'm not discriminating. Even LGBTQ, hi, Polly Ann, I'm not discriminating gender, yung health condition, as long as I have an approval to the parents, or as long as you understood the rule and naintindihan niyo yung cause ng show. But of course, there will be different dealings in everything talaga. Example, with the one with autism, I cannot deal with the same treatment with the one with the normal outlook. So, ang akin is, as long as they could build their confidence, lahat kasi may pangarap. So, I always go back to the core of inspiring and unleashing potentials of the young talents here in Metro Davao.
May mga advocacy kasi ba last time we were talking about rabies kasi yung
Yeah.
pets yung
The last one was Bantay Hayop
Bantay
Davao, so
Hayop.
supporting mga animals. This time, I'm focusing on, kasi maraming ano talaga, yung sa scholarships, yung education. Inspiring kids, yung malang mga, di ba, we build, start everything at home. So I wanna give love to that shelter so that they can bring in the love that we could give in a little way. Para daladalahin nila na merong someone na nakaisip for them. I want them to spread that kind of kindness in their hearts.
Okay, we open the floor to questions from the audience.
Good morning. I'll start kay kay ma'am. Ma'am, how many beneficiaries gani ang ninyo ma'am for the scholarship program?
Sa scholarship po is we have 135 na scholars. Then sa shelter is we cater right now 49 children po, ages 3 to 18 years old.
So, 135 and 49 ang parang masupport sa passion, tama ba?
Ang focus more on sa cause ng icons po is sa shelter po. So sa 49 children po ang focus.
Okay, okay. So, 49 children, ma'am, are they, like, may sila, like, disabilities ba? Or...
So yung mga children po namin is they're all able po, pero there are special cases na may mga special needs po ng mga bata, pero not to the point na kailangan silang i-differentiate sa other kids. So they're all living in the same village po. And nakakasalamuha rin po nila yung lahat ng mga bata.
Okay. Yung sa 135 na students, are they grade school students, high school, college?
Mix po from kinder to college.
Kinder to college.
Yes po.
May mga ITs pa within those?
Yes po. Yun po yung priority po namin, mga indigents na to scholars.
Okay, good. And then I go to Sir Prof. Sir, yung design ng fashion is in line naman sa holiday, no?
Yes. We have 5 holidays focusing on New Year, Valentine's, Independence, the All Souls or Halloween, then the Christmas. So isipin mo, magsusuot ka ng design na wearable siya pero in line or touch of that holidays. That's why the title of the show, Fashion Holiday. So we're bringing you to different colors, texture, imagination to that kind of view or that designs.
Tama po sir, is yung fashion nito is designed from Manila, no?
The designer is Ray D. Kalahate, who's also aspiring designer in Manila. He's under Mega Magazine also, and one of his featured na design na rin for magazine is Catherine Bernardo. So he's also aspiring but bridging now to Mindanao as his first time. He will go to Davao as well.
46 models.
Yes, 46 models, 13 kids, and the rest are teens.
And then, sir, the proceeds of the show will go directly to the vendor.
Yes, we have internal agreements with them, and whatever I could gather will be discussed with them internally. But we have also set schedule on December 18. All the models will bring one gift for every residential children. So, meron na tayong automatic na 46 gifts plus other sponsors pa. And meron din tayong from our sponsors na magpapakain tayo, magpapagames, and we'll celebrate with them on December 18 at Panabo.
Okay. If I may ask po, sir, how much is the ticket?
The ticket is 1,500 with pika-pika, with free coffee, and meron tayong mga freebies din for them.
Okay. And last question, where will this be held on this?
Yeah. This will be held at Appleby Hotel, Ballroom B. Ballroom B po ito around 4 o'clock to 8 p.m. So the dress codes are 1980s vibe. So I'm not encouraging everyone to have the same thing like gowns, tuxedo. I want everybody to have free, easy breezy outfits like bell bottoms, groovy outfits, something related to the 80s and 90s touch.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Carlo?
Thank you so much, Sir Rodolph, for mentioning last night. With now, good morning to our distinguished guests, and I will go straight to my good friend Pao Garcia, in relation to the fashion holiday. I know it's going to be a frequently asked question, but for the benefit of those who are not aware, what is the sequence talaga for the guests, the sponsors, and the media who will be attending next week?
Okay. This is the sequence of the invitation. Am I right? Or the flow? Yeah. Of course, I would like the runway to be solid lang siya. Wala masyado tayong mga intermission because I would like to focus on the dresses. But with our VIPs, everything will be ano po siya, nakapangalan po yung seats. Wala po tayong on the day na papasok kasi everything is coordinated with the guest list from the sponsors, from the personal invites of mine, from our beneficiaries, our guests from Manila, and all the buyers of tickets. Lahat po naka-coordinate na yan sa listahan namin. That's why we have cut off on December 14 and 15 is parang arranging na yan of seats before the show. So, you expect your name on the seat talaga. And it will be guided saan ka nakaupo. But that will be 2 rows lang kasi we don't have like VIP, VVIP, walang ganon. But everything is makikita naman yung show kasi corner to corner is calculated na po yung estimation na makita po lahat ang ating, kahit nasa likod ka, parang malapit ka pa rin.
Okay, pero di mangluod si Ma'am Cordova. Mang tanak ko, in terms of, ingon na to, kung say, pinaka-age limit nga kung naay katong interested nga mo dangop or kung na may mag-scholar within the foundation.
Okay po, so sa scholarship po is our clientels are around Carmen and Panabo City. So residents sa Carmen and Panabo City po. And sa school po is within Carmen and Panabo City sa kinder to high school or sa college po is kung saan na school na gusto nila. So they have a grade na kailangan nilang i-maintain para mag-continue po yung scholarship nila. Pero yung admission po namin is within kinder to grade 3 lang po. So beyond that grade level, hindi ka na po pwede na mag-submit ng application. Ganun po.
Ma'am, I'd like to follow up na katong sa ingon na to, katong age bracket sa mga namuyot diha sa shelter. What is the minimum nga age na ginastay max or maximum po?
Okay po, so yung tinatanggap po namin ng mga bata is ages 3 years old to 13 years old. Pero since yung main focus po ng shelter is to provide shelter and to provide free education, so ang education po namin na pwedeng i-offer sa mga bata sa shelter is until grade 12. So, pag mag-graduate na po sila ng grade 12 is i-reintegrate na po namin sila sa kanilang family. So, even if mag-exceed na yung age nila to 18 or 19, and basta hindi pa po sila nakapag-graduate ng grade 12, is they can still stay in the village po.
Ma'am, follow up po, no? Do you rely po donations from different NGOs and some organizations na donate sa inyong foundation?
Yes po. So, yan po yung wino-workout po namin ngayon since kahit na matagal na po yung foundation namin is we're only known within Panabo City and Carmen lang po. So, we are trying to connect to other neighboring cities and municipalities po para makalikom po ng maraming mga donors po since right now po is yung malaki yung inflation rate po kasi ng Philippines. So, malalaki yung budget or na kailangan po ng foundation po ngayon.
Let's go back to Pao Garcia. I don't know if you have the liberty to answer my question in regards. You have mentioned earlier the inclusivity of the model. So, how do you treat them with kindness and respect with ordinary people for the with the ordinary models na to, yung mga naga sulod sa agency mo?
Thank you for that wonderful question. Parang Miss Universe tayo. Okay, Miss Universe ba to? Ay, thank you, Carl. Yeah, ako kasi, I am being genuine naman sa lahat. How I treat the janitor, how I treat others. And my talents can attest me that. But I have boundaries with work. When it comes to work, I'm strict. But outside the work, I'm so sweet. Bittersweet tayo Pero sa trabaho talaga, seryoso ako because I want to aim excellence. And I'm doing this for them and for the general cause. So I would not miss anything. Para lang, I mean, kindness is there. But when it comes to work, there are, divisions I need them to identify. Where is my kindness? Hanggang saan lang yon? Kasi kung may mali, I'll address it. So, simple lang talaga yung ways ko in life. But, of course, love, kindness is always there. Lahat yan sa isang organisasyon, sa trabaho, sa pakikisama mo, pakikitungo mo, importante yon sa bawat aspeto ng buhay.
Okay, I hate to spoil the momentum, but may I allow to ask a question to the models?
Okay, but for the kids is medyo pang kids. Okay. Alright, papuntahin ko na lang sa front.
Yes po.
Okay. You will choose the model?
I will choose LGBT.
Okay, from LGBT. Polly, please come here in front, please.
Just to ask the question. Yes. Okay.
Miss Universe to.
Okay. Again, I want you to show yourself in the camera just so para i-emphasize na to. Okay. First and foremost, state your name, and of course, I would like to ask that how do you feel that you become a part of Pao Garcia's Icon Elites Artist Management and to become the part of the fashion holiday for the event?
Okay, so, hi, good morning. My name is Polly Gerigay. I'm actually 33 years old, so this is the time that I wanted to show and unleash my potential as being a model, because before I set aside my dreams, because I always wanted to dream of being a model before, but I set aside that one. But I think now is the time, and I'm very happy with Icon Elites Artist Management because they've been very supportive, very open, and very inclusive with us LGBT members to have to showcase our talents and as well unleash our potential in modeling as well as in like doing the fashion runway.
How do you handle your time with the, let's just say, rehearsals and also with the up and coming event?
Well, actually, that would need to be with time management. I'm actually working as well at the same time doing the modeling career, like pushing my dream or pursuing my dream to be a model. So like just having the time management that would be the best weapon for me.
Last on my end, I would like to ask how, with your presence for next week's event, how would you be able to showcase the talent and you as a member of the LGBT community to spread the message that they shouldn't be an outcast to everyone?
Well, with the upcoming show, and this is actually my first fashion show ever, so I'm very much excited, at the same time nervous, because this is my first fashion show and I'm hoping for the best and successful event for this fashion show, and with the LGBT and trans community members who are aspiring to be a model. You can always join Icon Elites Artist Management. You can visit the page or you can inquire, and it will be a great avenue for you to showcase your talent and to showcase what you really wanted to be as a model.
Thank you so much. I will leave the questions to the Asama Ganigyan to Sir Rudo. Thank you.
Thank you.
Na-nosebleed ako, sir. Miss Universe pala to, di ako nakaano. Walang sash for today.
Okay, to our friends from the Rotary, yung event, he said na 60 ba yun na mag-perform? And with Iron by the floor, no, local artists and other...
Yes, so we have invited 100 learners with disability, all from District 2. 8 schools from District 2, 8 public schools from District 2. And then, lahat sila, per school, meron silang entry. Meron silang solo, singing, meron silang group dance, contest, and then merong art then, no? So, sa finale, meron silang production number with the Interact Club of Downtown Davao, Davao City National High School, and also Aaron. No? So, si Aaron actually ang mag-support and mag-adjust sa kanila dahil sila ang star. Ang mga learners with disabilities natin, sila yung mag-showdown talaga ng talent nila. Backup dancer lang si Aaron.
Contest or competition or
yes, it's well, it is it's more of a showcase, no? Kasi lahat sila winners. Kailangan lang nila ng opportunity. There's like a space for them to showcase their talents. That it's not just about their disability, but also their abilities. No? So, meron man silang learning disabilities, but they have abilities in other areas like dancing, singing, and art. No? So, we would like to highlight that and para let the people know na lahat tayo may disability, may ability. And ganun din yung ating mga learners with disability or yung tinatawag nating children with special needs.
Just to add, one example is that we have this mga hearing impaired na mga children, no? They will be dancing without hearing the music. So ginagawa nila doon na lang sa rhythm or stomp ng isa beat na lang, no? So that's a special ability of these children. So you wanted to showcase that one, yung vibration ng stage. Imagine dancing without hearing a music. Pero they're synchronized, so that's a special talent for them.
How will you support from them sa proceeds? No? Ano to siya fundraising also? Or paano mag-fundraise for that, for your advocacy?
Well, they can contribute and donate through the Rotary Club of Downtown Davao or directly through to DepEd, no? Kasi at DepEd, they have an Adopt a School program. So you can, alam mo, 150% ang tax credit niyan if you partner with DepEd, no? So there's a lot of incentives for private sector and private individuals with a lot of disposable income to give to DepEd, no, because of that tax incentive.
I don't know if you mentioned earlier, mga ilan po ba mga expected na beneficiaries nitong
So, 100, no? Kasi parang pag marami na masyado unruly, hindi din safe for them yung very large crowd, no? And 1:1 eh. So, 1 learner, may 1 chaperone. Teacher or parent or guardian, no? To be safe. And lalo na kasi it's a mall na ano. So, nandyan. And then, mga DepEd teachers and DepEd officials are expected to join us. And all the other friends, and a lot of Rotarians also who support the advocacy namin on basic education and literacy and also for yung mga learners with disabilities.
Can you name ano-ano tong mga schools, ma'am? Di ba you mentioned mga 8 po?
Kung ma-memorize ko may Kabantian, may Buhangin, yung Francisco Dizon, merong Banggoy, merong, di ba? Ano yung listahan, di ba? Parang may 4 na ako, 50% na. Sandali, hinahanap na ni President AJ yung list ng mga beneficiaries. So, nangyari yan, in-divide nila proportionate to population. So, there are 2 schools na 20-20 and there are other schools na 10-10, no? As makita natin, hindi lahat, marami pang children. And that's why this is going to be an ongoing, an annual thing hanggang lahat ng learners with disabilities ng DepEd would have an opportunity to have yung kanilang talent showcase every Pasko. Ayan na ang kompleto.
So we have 8 schools, no? We have Buhangin Central SPED Center, Daniel M. Perez Central Elementary School from Bunawan. We also have Kabantian Elementary School, San Roque Central Elementary School, Malabog Central Elementary School, Elpidio Quirino Elementary School, Don Francisco S. Dizon Senior Elementary School, F. Bangoy Elementary School.
So may Malabog, may Agdao. So lahat ng district ng administrative districts of District 2 represented. Ayan.
Okay, si Pao actually nag-ask siya minsan mag-message sa atong mga foundation or support the next. So I recommend exchange cards.
Nag-exchange cards na kami.
Mapat may balik tayo sa history. Kamusta na yun? Nangyari yung Davao Historical Conference?
We are very happy to report that the first ever Davao History Conference was a resounding success. No, that was held last November 28. It was our pre-Bonifacio Day event. No, so we gathered around 150 public school and private school teachers ng Araling Panlipunan. Because as you recall, we have a city ordinance requiring the teaching of Davao history in all schools, public and private, at all levels sa City of Davao. So ang history conference na yan, pinag-usapan, ano ba ang history talaga ng Davao? Paano ituturo yan? At paano gawing engaging sa iba-ibang levels ng learners sa Davao City? So, enjoy lahat. And we had a very good keynote speaker, si Dr. Neil Santillan, who heads the National Committee for Historical Research ng National Commission for Culture and the Arts. So, Dr. Mac Chu, our foremost historian, Dato Baga Awardee, Palangka Awardee, and National Book Awardee. Siya yung nagbigay ng History of Davao City. And kasama din niya si Sir Tony Figueroa ng Institute of Davao Studies. So it was all very productive, and lahat ng mga teachers ay raring to go to implement the teaching of history in the next school year.
Okay, si Pao, kasi kamusta na ano yung proceeds sa yung previous beneficiary nyo? Ano yung na-receive nila after?
I gave them cash, yung na-accumulate na.
But may mga ano yung kanilang hindi?
Kasi masyadong broad kasi ang kailangan ng sa animals. So sabi ko, ma'am, I think the best thing we could do is yung accumulated cash that we have. So internal na po namin yun na-discuss. We have agreement kasi we cannot disclose.
Yun. So, since question, so we'd like to thank our guests for coming over, Ma'am Pat May, Sir AJ Pao, Ma'am Kimberly, Ma'am Hazel. Again, parting statement. Again, i-promote natin ang ating events.
Once again, we would like to invite everyone to join us in our upcoming Rotary Christmas Fiesta 2024 on December 11, Wednesday, 2 p.m. at SMCT Davao Event Center. By the way, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank SMCT Davao for, of course, as our partner for this event. Daghan kayong salamat.
Ayan, Then, okay lang. So, again, inviting you to Rotary Christmas Fiesta 2024. This is not just to spread Christmas cheer, but also to raise awareness for sa plight ng ating learners with disabilities in Davao City na nasa Department of Education schools, no? And of course, I'd like to echo the thank you to SM City. Partner namin palagi si SM sa aming mga major advocacy programs like the Pink October and the Rotary Christmas Fiesta. Suki kami ng SM. They are our partner in service. Thank you, SM. So, daghang salamat also PIA and ang ating Davao Press Club. Very supportive also sa lahat ng mga ginagawa ng Rotary Club of Downtown Davao.
And of course, before kayo pause, Ma'am Maripil from our Maripil Foundation.
So, Thank you, everyone. So thank you for inviting us to the Icons. Daghang salamat.
Okay, so to everyone who's willing to help, no, any help is a great help, lalo na sa mga bata po natin. But if you do not know or wala kayong way on how to help, so through the Icons Elite po, you can use their platform in helping our foundation and the other foundation through their show for a cause na igaganapin po nila. So, yun lang po. Thank you.
Sir, can I invite the kids just to, Happy and, Shaina, Marco.
They will be having a catwalk. Brief catwalk.
Just to, say what is the title of our show.
Yes.
Invite everybody to watch the show.
From the kids, these are
Part of your confidence.
models.
Dali.
Sila rin kasama sa...
Yes, isa sila sa mag-gram. Who will go first? Shaina or Happy? Shaina, okay. Very fast.
Ayun. How many kids? 30. Shaira and Happy, they will be featured sa... Okay, Shaira? And Happy
Happy, okay. Happy, you invite them to watch the show. Invite them to watch the show. Hi, everyone.
Shy sila.
Hi, everyone.
Face the camera, face the camera. Look at here. Yan. They will be kung yung fashion, no? Yung mga design.
Hello, I am Shaina.
How old are they?
I am Kanisa Nakaban. Hello, I am Princess Shaina Kaban. And we invite you to join the Fashion Holiday, a year-end show, and it has 5 categories. And it is on December 16, 4 p.m. in the Appleview Hotel, Ballroom B.
Okay, thank you. Happy? Hi, just greet them. Hi.
November 16. Hi. Appleview Hotel.
Yeah, December 16. Rampa na lang.
Ramp na lang. Sige, ready. Para lang matapos tayo, may smile tayo. Just ramp lang there. Okay. Yan yung assist. Sige na, para sa market natin. Go. Wala man tayong music, sir. Huwag na lang. Okay, ready? Without music. Just ramp. 1, 2, 3, go. Go to the front. Then pose. Alright. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shaira and Happy.
Ayun nila. Thank you, Shaina. Thank you, Happy. Walang welcome si Sir Pao. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, again, as a manager, as a president, nakakaloka pero masaya. Fashion Holiday 2024, please watch the show. It's just, ito kasi yung time na mag-gather kami, showcasing talents. Ang kasiyahin ko kasi hindi lang sa pagtulong, but makita ko yung isang talent na mag-grow sila, dahil daladalahin nila yung confidence nila hanggang sa paglaki, whatever field they will be. So, masaya ako na bawat isang bata hindi na mahiyain, and they can be something with the society that we can be proud of in the future. So that is Icon Elite. So please watch our show, Fashion Holiday, this coming December 16, Appleview Hotel. And inquiries for the tickets, please message Icon Elite Artist Management. Sasagot po kami doon. And until December 14 na po yung cut-off ng ating mga tickets. Maraming salamat, Project Marifield Foundation. SM, City Davao, Ma'am PIA, Ma'am Edith, Sir Rudolph, and to all our media na nandito, daghang salamat.
Okay, thank you so much to our guests, Pao, Ma'am Kimberly, Hazel, Sir AJ, and Ma'am Pat May. We'd like also to thank SMCT Davao for again hosting our Kapehan sa Davao, and specifically for the delicious donuts and coffee announcement. Tomorrow, Kapehan sa Bagong Pilipinas, Professional Regulatory Commission, PRC, at the at the PRC office, Huna. Yun. So, tomorrow, Kapihan sa Bagong Pilipinas is also aired at the PIA Davao Region Facebook page. Till next week, more relevant topics to discuss. Salamat.